Hi everybody, welcome to Carnation Crafts TV. I'm Laura, we have Bunny next door. And today is our last show of the day, and this is our DT Showcase show. So we are going to be showing you exactly how the DT have made some of their card samples, which is really exciting. Now the collection that we are using today is our brand new launch from yesterday. This is the Spring Grandeur collection. You can see all of the beautiful dyes that you are going to get in this collection here. We are 70% of the stock has gone, and that is from yesterday. But you can see you've got beautiful card shapes in here with those trees, with that basket, and you've got those beautiful blooms there. So you've got your new bloom florals, you've got your teddy bear's picnic, and you've got your Easter egg hunters there as well. So you've got real scene building elements in here to build up and make beautiful cards here. And then our other new collection that we brought here yesterday is our Rattan card shape collection. So you can see you've got your heart and your label card shape here, and these again are really big card shapes that you could use for your card bases. You've got your outside matte layers there and that rattan card design there to use. So you've got your label and your heart, and then we've also got our perfect papers that you've got as well. So you can see how the colours in this work perfectly with that collection. So even bringing in your florals, you can see how all of those colours just perfectly work with the collection. You get 48 sheets in your A4 300 GSM. You've got right, so this is our DT showcase. So we are going to be making the DT cards in this. So the first one that we are going to do is one by Sue, which is this lovely basket with those florals built into the center using that card base. So this is the card that we are going to replicate. So I'm just going to pop that there. So to start off with, Sue has cut out the back mat from the basket and has popped in the center die as well. So like I've said on here, you can use them. Where's the one that I did earlier? So you can use them as just matte cut out. So like this one. So you can have it just with that back there to decorate, or you can add in the inside die for the handle, and you've made an aperture into them as well. So different ways of using them. So you're going to cut that out, and then you're going to cut that out again. So in 2 sheets of cardstock, fold that top, and then we're going to glue that back because that's going to make our card shape. So you've got your card shape then straight away. So let's glue these in place. So we're going to glue that there, and then we've got that card base straight away. So you've got your basket card shape straight away with 2 cuts from your die cutting machine. And then the next thing that Sue has done is gone in with the next layer. So your next layer in the mats, the next layer in on the handle. You've got your perfect paper, so this is the dark pink in the solid, and you can see how that just fits on there perfect. So that's the next thing Sue has gone in with. So we're going to just add this layer. So pop that on there like that, and then the next thing Sue has done is gone in with the next layer in. So your next layer of your basket and your next layer of the handle mat layers, and then you've got your next mat that fits on there perfectly. So we'll glue this one in, and that is going to go on there like that. So you can see now that just stands out so much, even just with those white cardstock and with that lovely shot of pink there framing it. It just works perfectly. The perfect papers are just just such an add-on that it just makes your life so much easier. They've been obviously pulled out from the artwork, so the colours coordinate perfectly, and it just makes life so much easier to have the perfect shade of pink and the perfect shades of blue that just work with the collection. Right, so the next thing Sue has done is Sue's actually used bits of the rockery to actually decorate the basket. So if I grab the card that she's made, can you see by here you've got little bits of the rocks on the bottom. So I'm going to work from the front backwards. So we'll add in a little bit of glue along the edge of our card, and then we can tuck that in there like that. And then we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Just add a little bit of glue to the bottom. And then pop that on there, like that. So you've got your point of interest there straight away. And before I glue that little bit down, I'm going to pop this in there like that, so that's kind of in between those two flowers. So I'll just add a little bit of glue. Grab your glue applicator and just add a bit of glue there like that. Right, so I've got my star point now. And then you could just have that on its own, but we're not going to do that. We're going to add in lots more. So this is going to go in next. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my glue. I'm going to pop a little bit of glue on there. And there. And then that is going to sit there like that. And then we'll do that there, because I feel like Sue's added some in the back. Right, so we'll leave that there like that. Right, the next thing, we're going to decorate this front bit. Now Sue's actually cut down these daffodils. So can you see this is that top bit? So we're going to go in and snip into these. So just follow those cut lines. So I'm not fussy cutting, I'm just following those cut lines. So it's just 1 and 2. So that is going to go there. So let's grab our glue applicator again and pop some glue on the bottom of there. And then that is going to come out of there like that. So you've got your flower coming out of there. And then we've got another pink flower coming up from the back. So before we stick that one down, because that one is at the back, let's do the decoupage on this one first. So I'm going to use the foam pads from our Clean and Simple range. This is just going to sit on there like that. And then the next one, I'll put that on there like that. So you can give these a good shape, manipulate these, and then that's just going to sit there. So you've got, so you can see the dimension that you get on there. How pretty that looks. Really, really pretty. So that is now going to sit behind there like that. So let's pop some glue on the back of this flower. that's going to go there like that. And then we've got another one that's going to go behind there. So let's pop some glue on the back of here. And then this one is just going to go there like that. And then let's cut the stem off there. Oh, Suzanne is tuned in this afternoon. Oh, this afternoon. So if green is saying stunning. Lots of comments. It is a really, really pretty card. Sue's done a really good job with this one. Right, so the next thing that Sue has done is added in some of the decoupage elements. So that's going to go up there. That's going to go up there. And then we're going to add this one here like that. So let's just grab a little bit of glue. So we'll pop. Actually, before we start sticking everything on, let's stick this onto there. So let's flip this around. So pop your glue, and now you can pop the glue around the handle and over those elements that are on the bottom. And then flip that round. That is then going to sit on there like that. Then we can go in with those elements then. So we can add in a little bit of decoupage to this here at the front. So I can add that in there. Then this is just going to sit there like that, just to break that bit up. And then the top bit, oh, we've got another one that's just going to sit on the bottom here. Just pop that there like that. And then the top bit, Sue has used the tag, but she hasn't used the bow. So she's used the bow, but she's used the tail bit. So we're going to cut these. Now, so that's just 3 snips following those cut lines. And then the lovely thing with this is you could use the tails like Sue has done now, or you could use the bow on its own. So you've got that bow, but then Sue has just used these bits like that. So we're gonna let's glue these bits together so they don't go anywhere. So we just glue them like that on top of each other, so I know they're not gonna go anywhere, and we can give them a little bit of shape. So you've got that there, and then that is gonna just sit there like so. So just pop that on there, and then we've got the tag part next. So we can pop this down. So these are the labels that come in the Rattan label card shape. These are the centre bits, I believe, that Sue has used. So that is going to sit there like so. So if we just pop that there, so some glue. So I'm just going to pop that there, and then pop your sentiment onto there, and then you're going to pop your flower on there like that. And then I'll just show you Sue's, so you can see how they come together. But they come together really, really easily, and they just look beautiful. And then from doing that and using that, you've still got that lovely bow that you'll use on another project then, so you can mix and match that in. I could add it in so you can see different ones. But we've got, so you can see there. So that one was done by Sue for us. So we've replicated Sue's card there. So you can see exactly how Sue has made that one. So that is using the basket and bow card shape from our Spring Grandeur collection, and then mixed in with the new balloons that come in there as well. But you can see you've also got the Teddy Bear's Picnic, you've got the Forest Floor, and you've also got the Easter Egg Hunters in there too. So you've got lots of different elements in there that you can use and replicate. The other new collection that we've got, which is a set of 2 card shapes. So you're getting the Rattan label card shape and the Rattan heart card shape in there for $39.99, which is on an amazing price, and over 70% of the stock of this has gone as well. I think everybody that's added in the Spring Grandeur has added in this to their basket, because they work perfectly together. But this is such a lovely collection to have to use with other projects, as well as an essential one to add in. So let's do another one. So this time we are going to make a card by Vera. So, and this is the card that we are going to replicate of Vera's. Really, really pretty. I love how clean and simple this looks. Absolutely beautiful. So this is the card that we are going to replicate. Let's just get them out the way a minute. So we are using that Rattan card shape that you can see there, and we are making the card base from this set. So you're going to start off with your outside mat on your die. So you can see you've got your mat and layer on the back. This is what you're going to start with. So we're starting with that outside die. You're going to cut out 2 of these. So you have got 2 the same, and score 1 of them just to give you that fold for your card base. And then we're going to glue that into place. And then that is just going to sit there like that. So you've got your card base ready to go. So you can see that will just stand there. You've got your card ready. So we've done our card base. Then the next thing we're going to do is go in with the next layer. So Vera has added in some foam in between these layers. So we're going to add in some foam, which is lovely, especially if you do white on white. I think white on white looks so pretty, but it's really hard sometimes to do white on white on air, because you don't see the depth in the layers. But white on white looks so pretty. Yeah, but this really, really does. So that is going to sit there like that, and then this one is just going to sit on top of this. They've got that perfect mat and layer look. You can see the layers in that. Then the next one we're going to do is go in with the Rattan label card shape. Now this is cut out in white, so this isn't even using the vignettes. That is just in the white, and you can really see how much detail is in that die. Look at all those little detail cut lines you've got in there, and that's just in white cardstock. So we need to go in with some foam for this, because Vera's raised this up. So I'm going to go around, excuse if you can see my hand, I'm going to go around the edges with this. Let's see, this actually fits perfectly around the edge of these, this tape. So if you've got your tape from your Clean and Simple, this fits perfectly around the edge. Now the question is it going to fit in the center? Or will it fit? I'm going with a just about. No, I don't think it'll fit on that side because you've got that gap right next to the line. So we'll put some pads there. We'll just put a couple just to keep that bit up. And what you could also do, because I am guilty of doing this, and I got asked this once when I was on air, so I always explain it now. So sometimes if I've got like a design like this, I'll put some foam pads in between those areas. So you can see a foam pad. These are the small ones that come in the Clean and Simple kit. They will fit perfectly in between these areas, but when I stick it down, I don't pull the backs off. And that's only because they're there for support. Yeah, I don't need them. I don't need it to be stuck down. It's just to support that top layer, to stop it drooping down. So just pop, yeah, so you don't need to peel them off. You can just leave them there, but that's just going to support that top cardstock just to stop it drooping down. And especially if you're going to go in and put lots of things on top of it as well, just pull some off and just spread them around. So I'm just going to put a couple right next to the edge here where I couldn't get that tape, so that I can support that centre bit, because that bit we do need to make sure it stays up. I'll just put one more there. If it comes off, there. Right, so I'll pull these off there. Now those centre ones, I'm going to just leave those. Like I said, they're there just to support the cardstock. I don't need that to hold down. I am going to pull a couple of the ones off that I put right on the edge, so then I know that that is stuck on the outside and on the inside too. But if you do have a really intricate die and you want to put foam pads on, just do that, and then you don't need to worry about pulling the ones off on the inside. But no, when we put this on there, you're going to get that added dimension from that shadowing. Now that's just 1, 2, 3 pieces of white cardstock, and look at the dimension that you get on there. It is such a detailed die, and that's just white cardstock. So just 3 pieces of white cardstock, and look at how effective that is. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to cut down these daffodils. So this is going to go about there. So I'm going to cut it about there. And then let's give them a little shape. So let's grab our mat, and then we can give them a little shape. So just go around with your ball tool and just give those flowers a little shape. And then what I like to do I like both, but Bunny's just said she prefers white daffodils to the yellowy orange ones, but I said I like both, but apparently I'm biased, so I can't I can't comment. To be fair, I feel like the white ones you see less of. Like I said yesterday, there's a roundabout right by my house, and that is just a flow of daffodils at the minute, but they're all of a yellowy and yellow and orange, which is nice. Yeah, I think it's just so nice because everything's just been miserable, and then all of a sudden you just see these bright yellow and orange flowers. It's like, ah, spring is coming. So the next thing we're going to do is add in some decoupage. So I'm going to do exactly the same thing and just give those flowers some shape and then add in the decoupage elements. You're really getting some dimension on these flowers. So you can just go in and shape these, and you'll see how effortlessly these shape, and look at they hold a shape. You've got all of those cut lines in there that just help to support the shape on these. So add that on there. You see? Look. Oh, I can come right in, look. Look at that. How pretty. Right, so we'll just add in a couple more. So I've just got 2 more, and then we've decoupaged up all of our daffodils. So just give that a little shape. That's going to go there. It pops off the page, doesn't it? Even though it is white on white. You've got so much detail in the flowers that they stand out on their own. So I'm just going to add that on there. And then that is going to go there like that. So now you've got all of that decoupage on those flowers. You can see how that stands out. Let's just move that. And then you're going to grab your tag. So this is the smaller tag from the center of the rattan card shape. And then I'll just pop some pin flare on the back of there. And then that is just going to sit there like that. So you've got that, and then we've got that one there by Vera. So you can see exactly how Vera has made that card. But that could be happy anniversary, happy engagement. That could be any occasion at all. But it looks absolutely beautiful. So really lovely card there by Vera. So those daffodils, if you're wondering, are from the Spring Grandeur collection. This is our new launch that launched yesterday. Now over 70% of the stock of this has gone. It was launched yesterday. We've done 2 shows with them today. And today is actually our last show. We are doing the DT showcase right now, but we are obviously showing the Spring Grand collection, but this is our last show of the day. So if you do want to grab it today, then grab it while we still have that stock and that show price for you. And then I was just going to mention the card shapes. It's fine. And then we have the rattan label and heart card shape too. These were brand new yesterday, and these have been equally as popular. We are over 70% of the stock of these. I think everybody is getting both together, and I can't blame you because they just work perfectly together. So you can see both of those there. So you've got your different card shapes. So if you get the 2 of them, you've got like 4 different card shapes straight away in this collection to get you started. But we'll go through the boards so you can see exactly what you do get in the Spring Grandeur collection. So you can see there, we're going to start off with the Teddy Bears Picnic. So you've got your 3 teddy bears, you've got your teepee, and then you've got your picnic scene building elements here that you can build your scene with. You've got the mats there for the teddies too, so you can bring them really to the forefront of your projects. And your teepee, I love the idea of cutting that out and putting the tiny lights behind it, making it like a little children's tent or little den. Then we go on to our new balloons. So these are the larger flowers. You'll see the smaller versions of these in the forest floor. So these are great to bring bring some dimension into your project. So you've got your hyacinth, your bluebells and your daffodils in here with your decoupage elements as well. So you can really decoupage these up and build that scene, but they are so detailed. Oh, she's coming in. Look how detailed they are. Absolutely beautiful. And the colouring on the vignettes, they just work absolutely perfectly. So you've got your new blooms that you can obviously use with your basket too. So like the card that we just made that Sue had done for us, that is how you're going to make it. So you've got your outside mat layers, you've got those inside layers there as well of the handle. Then you've got the blanket that will sit here and look as if it's been draped over the basket. You've got your bow too. So lots of different ways of using this one. I know I demoed in the earlier shows using the actual basket for a card. Or you could cut this down, use that as a baby basket. There's just so many ways of using that. Put different things in there as well. Put champagne in there or a bottle of wine in there. Make it a basket for different occasions. Then we've got Easter egg hunters. So you've got your little child there walking. You could cut the basket away if you wanted to. You could pop the eggs in the basket. You could put flowers in the basket. And then you've got your animals. So that's going to help with that scene building. You can pop your little animals and characters into the scene. And then you've also got the eggs in different sizes and colours too. So you could place them around the woodland or in the basket. They work really, really well. Then we've got the forest floor. So this to me is your extra card shape because you've got those outside mats and layers, and this is such a large die on its own that I've been using this as a card shape. So you've got that as a card shape. You've got the vignettes you can see there for the trees, and you get so much dimension on that straight away. Look at the shading. It's such a lovely die. But you've also got the river and the path that will just fit on the bottom there to again add to that dimension. And then you've got your scene building elements here. So you've got your log, you've got your rocks, you've got your flowers which coordinate with the larger ones, and then you've got your foliage there that you're going to add in to be the leaves on the trees and things like that. So you've got lots of elements there to help build up your scenes. And then we have the rattan heart card shape and the label card shape, which you are getting both of them for $39.99. So it is a set. You're getting the two, and you can see there these are what they look like cut out in the vignette. So you've got lovely shading on there. So that's everything that we have on the show. We're gonna show you some of the design team card samples that we've got, so you can see some more inspiration the design team have done. So let's start off with, we've got one here using that basket. So you can see different ways of using these, and I think they all look completely different. Just using them in different colorways changes the look of them completely. We've got one here by Pam. So you can see they're using that rattan heart card shape, but as matte layers on a card instead, which just looks absolutely, I love the blues. They're such a lovely shade of blue. Then we've got one here by Janine, where she's used the matte layers for the trees in the forest floor set to actually make the card base. Then we've got one here by Janine again, and this one's using the basket to actually make the card shape with, which works really, really well. Then we've got Kat. We've got one here by Kat, and she's done this one using the rattan heart shape again and bringing in your florals to go with that one. Then we've got a lovely one here by Pam. Look at his face, he's so cute. So you've got your flowers in there, building in that forest scene. Look, he's off for an Easter egg hunt. He's got his little eggs in his basket, ready to go. And then over to this one, where Sue has done this one, and she's actually popped some of the flowers in his basket, so you can really mix and match these up. And I love how Sue has actually cut down the trees in this, so she's only got 2 there, so just to break that up, so you can still use them singly as well, so you could do things like that. Then I've got one here by Vera, and look at the dimension on this. I'm just going to turn to the side. Look at the dimension that you've got on here. So she's cut into those trees and added in those flowers in the background. How pretty. And you can see, look, using the larger ones with the smaller ones. How amazing does that look? So using the different size flowers, you got the little hedgehog there, the squirrel in the trees, works really, really well. Then we've got one here by Vera, and you can see, look, bring in that little bit up, and that will just sit there. How cute does that look? You got the little, I was going to call it a rabbit. It's not a rabbit, it's a squirrel. You got your squirrel there, and you can see using the heart there as well. That just works so, so well. And then we've got one. They just work perfectly, don't we? We've got one here by Fiona. So you can see they're using the Rattan label card shape, which just works absolutely beautifully. And then we've got another one here by Pam, again using that Rattan label card shape. And I love how Pam's used the bow from the basket, but cut out in the perfect papers. But you can still see all those detail lines in that bow, and then just cut the tails off the bow, which just works really well. You've got another one here by Fiona. So you can see there with the basket and the blanket there. You've got Happy Easter. So really, really lovely. But so you can see there, those are the samples the design team have done for us using that Spring Grandeur collection, which is on your screens now. It's over 70% of the stock has gone, and that's from yesterday morning. So it has been really, really popular with everybody at home, which I'm not surprised at. I think it is an absolutely beautiful collection. But the Rattan card shapes have been equally as popular. I think everybody is getting one of each. And they do work perfectly together, so I can see why. But we are over 70% of the stock of this has gone as well. So they have been very, very popular. So if you would like to grab yours while we still got it, then grab it while we still have it in stock. Right, so we're going to do another DT card. This time we're going to do a card that Fiona has made. So I'm just going to get some of these over there. Let's just move some of these eggs. I feel like I'm going to stick these eggs to everything. Right, let's move that. Right, so we're starting off with the Forest Floor die set, and we are using the woods, so that we're using those trees for our card base. So you're cutting that outside mat. You're going to cut that out twice because we're going to use the base for our card. So we're making the card shape from the mats and layers. So we've got our 2 dies here. We've cut them out in white cardstock, and then we're just going to do a little score on the top to give us that card shape. That is then going to sit on there like that. And then I'm going to say that this is the background paper. So you can see the Sue is I'm saying Sue, was it Sue? Fiona, sorry Fiona. Fiona's printed this off and cut it out with the next layer. So we're going to pop this down. So Fiona's glued this down. So that is going to go down next. So that's going to go there. That's lovely, isn't it? So then the next thing Fiona's done is, how many layers has she got in here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to go in with layer 1. So we're going to pop this down. I feel like I'm not going to be able to do all these layers because I've run out of my clean and simple foam tape. We'll stick this on there like that. Now just that on its own with our background paper, doesn't that look so pretty? And it really does give you that deception of depth, doesn't it? Like you just want to walk through it, don't you? Right, so the next thing, we're going to cut some of these up. So Fiona has gone in and cut that centre bit out. So we're going to follow those cut lines and just snip these bits away. So just follow that one, down there and down there, and then it's the same on the bottom. So can you see you've got those cut lines that give you the depth. So I'm going to go there, 2, 3, 4, and then that will sit in there, and you can see now you've got even more dimension in there. Now I'm going to have to use my pin flare for that. So let's stick this down. But this is such a lovely way of using these trees. You really do get so much dimension on here. I'm just going to add some glue there. Just going to pop that on there like that, so you can see. Can you see? Look at that. That's just one layer. So Fiona's gone in with another layer and done the same thing. So I'm going to go one tree over and do the same thing. So cut alongside one tree, and then I'm just going to follow the lines until I come back down the same tree, and then just follow that cut line on the bottom. Remember, I'm not cutting these, I'm just snipping in between those cut lines, so I'm not fussy cutting. That will come out. And then you can use that on something separate. You could put flowers down here, so you could use that completely separately, so don't throw those bits. So then let's get some pin flare. I can add in even more dimension onto this. So that is going to sit there like that. So now, look at that. So now, right, so before we go into our next layer, we're going to add in some of these characters. So this one is going to go about there. So we've got a little hedgehog. Let's see what else we've got. We've got our pink flowers that are actually just going to sit behind him. So let's just lift that up, pop that there. What else have we got? So we've got some blue flowers there in the back. So you can always lift these up and add in more, take this thing away. What else have we got? Right, so Fiona's also added in some of the eggs. So let's move that Let's get some glue. Now, I prefer to pick up some of these eggs and then just get some glue, and then you can just pop them. You could lose yourself, couldn't you? Just deciding where you want to put the eggs and popping them in, or hiding them in different places. You could have them coming out of the flowers, coming up from behind the trees. You could even put the leaves in the trees, and then you could add in different bits in there. We'll add another one there, because that bit is going to be covered. So right, so that's our, let me just lift that up, I've squashed it. That layer. Now Fiona's done the exact same thing again with another one, with the last layer, so with the outside layer. So I'm just going to quickly go around the last layer, because this is going to then frame those elements that we've just put in. So that is going to go on there like that. So, oh, let's add the squirrel in. I was looking at that, I was thinking, I think I'm missing something. Let's add him there. Then I'm going to have to add some more eggs in. Right, let's add that one in, and then we can kind of gauge what else we need to add in. But this to me is the bit where you lose yourselves when you get home, and you just have fun decorating and just playing around with the composition and putting in your different scene building elements. You can see now how that is really coming together. So look at that. So we're going to add in the path element next. So I'm just going to bring in this path there. Pop that on there. So you can see that there. Then we're going to add in some more of our flowers. So I'm going to add that there. Now Fiona has done something really lovely here. So let me grab this tree stump. Now what Fiona has done is pop that there like that, and then she's actually cut away the basket. So we're going to cut that bit away like so. So he is going to sit on there. Now I feel like I need so that is going to sit there like that. And then what Fiona has done with the basket is popped some of the eggs. I'm just going to pop some glue in there, and then pop the eggs on the basket. Grab another one. So just glue in them. So I've just put glue on the back of the basket, and then you can see just add in those in there like that. So pop that in there. So now we've got our basket with our eggs in, and then let's pop some pimple on the back of there, and then that is going to just tuck in there like that. you got your little Easter basket there like that. Let's move him that way there. And then we'll add in some of the leaves. Now you could build this up and complete these trees, so you could really work that around. And then Fiona's just gone in with a little circle die for your mat and for your layer for where you could stamp your sentiment, and then gone in, oh actually, so gone in with the bunny there. And then the other thing that Fiona's done is actually decoupage some of these up. So for the child, she's gone in, cut that basket away, but she's also gone in and just snipped away the trousers so that you've got that added dimension on there like that. And the same thing for the bunny, so where he's got his chest hair, follow that cut line. His bib, I've never thought, his chest hair, I've never heard that. Never ever heard of a bib. But there you go. No, I've never heard of. So Bonnie's just said in my ear that if a dog has a white bit, but that's what she calls it, a bib, on his chest. I don't know. Somebody at home will know. We'll have a message to say. So you can see there. Look at the dimension that you get on these. So that's just building in that scene. I don't want to lift it up too much because I think it's going to fall over, but you can see there built in with all those animals. But I'll show the lovely one that Fiona did so you can see exactly what that looked like when it's all dried, built in, so you can really see how much dimension is on there. So you can see, but you can see there we've used the forest floor, and we've used the Easter egg hunters in that one. So that was doing Fiona's card there from the DT. So that was one of the cards that Fiona did from the Spring Grandeur collection, using this brand new collection that launched yesterday. It's been extremely popular, and we are over 70% of the stock has gone already. So it's been very, very popular. Equally has been as popular is the Rattan label card shapes. I think everybody is getting one, is getting the other, because they work perfectly together, and this is also 70% gone as well. So this has been equally as popular. Our new perfect papers are our Spring Grandeur perfect papers. You're getting 48 sheets in here. 300 GSM, 6 colorways in there. You can see you've got your solids, your stripes, and your dots, which work absolutely perfectly with the collection. We're going to quickly go through the boards so you can see exactly what is in the collection before we finish today's show. So to start off, we've got our Teddy Bears Picnic with your lovely teddy bears there, and that teepee with those picnic scene building elements. You've got the mats there as well. So you can decoupage these up, and you can really bring them to the focal point of your projects if you want them to be at the forefront. Then we've got our new blooms. So you've got your hyacinths, your bluebells, and your daffodils there. And you've got your decoupage elements there as well that you can build into them. They are so detailed. The shading on the artwork is amazing. They look so real. And I love, we've shown you the daffodils on white cardstock, and they still pop. It's a white flower on white cardstock, but it still looks absolutely amazing. And you've got those decoupage elements in there as well, so you can really build them up to how you want them to be. Then we've got the basket and bow card shape. So this is your card shape, but like I said, for me, you're getting 2 card shapes in here for the price of 1 because you've got the trees in there as well. But this is absolutely adorable. You've got those outside matting layers there to use as the card base. You can also use this basket as a card base like we showed you with some of the samples. And you've got the matting layers there for the inside. So you could use those to cut apertures into the cardstock too. This is your basket blanket, which just hangs over the edge there. So you've got that illusion of the blanket hanging over the edges of the basket. And you've got your bow there as well. Then our next thing we've got is the Easter egg hunters. So you've got the adorable child there walking into the woods, going on an Easter egg hunt with their basket. You can also, like we showed you, cut the basket away and just use it for spring summer cards, so it doesn't have to be carrying a basket. You've got your animals there to build into your scene, and you've got your different size eggs there as well, so you could pop them around the, I'm just going to grab one quick, so you could use that to actually decorate like this one around the scene, or you could pop them in the basket. So lots of different ways of using it. So pop them in the basket or pop them around the scene, look, so they're off on that little Easter egg hunt. So you've got different ways of using that one. And then we go on to, I think this is my favourite, the forest floor. So you've got those lovely trees with so much dimension in those. You've got the river, or you've got the path that will just sit there and adds in so much dimension straight away. Then you've got your, to me, they're your grounding elements. They complete your scene for you. You've got your rocks, you've got your tree stump there, you've got your foliage, and then you've got the same flowers, but in a smaller design. So you can tuck these in behind the trees and really add in a lot of dimension to your projects. Now that is everything in the Spring Grandeur collection. Then we have the Rattan card shape collection. So you're going to get the heart and the label for $39.99. So you're going to get the 2 for that price. And you can see there, you're getting a lot of dies in there. You've got the outside matting layers, and then you've got the inside matting layers for the heart and the label too. So a lot of dies that you are getting there. But this is going to be the last look at the Spring Grandeur collection. It was brand new yesterday. This is our last show of today. So that was the last show that we were doing this today. Now, I will be back with this tomorrow on the craft store. So if you want to see more from this collection, I will be on the craft store tomorrow. So you can join me at 10 and 1. And then we've got new litters, which is brand new. Crafter Select on Monday. So we'll have that on Monday. And then on Thursday, we're going to be in the NEC. So let us know if you're going to be there, if you want to know what stand we're going to be on, so you can come over and say hi. But we will be in the NEC for the very first time, Thursday through to Sunday. We definitely know it's Thursday to Sunday. So we will be there for those 4 days too. So hopefully I will see you tomorrow, or if not on Monday, or if not, maybe I'll see you in person in the NEC on one of those days. But that's it from us for today. So hopefully we'll see you soon. Bye.